Hello, we are back in cyberspace, and remember, the future is green.
And orange.
That too. And the database will be... can't forget to use the ice-breaking skill, especially since this is a new zone. And the database we'll be breaking into today is... Nihilist. Level 3. Actually, I don't really know what those levels mean.
Actually, I don't either. I never really paid too much attention to it because... Actually, wait, I don't even remember there being those levels in the game. I think in the PC version they're handled differently.
Okay. So, let's see, our usual routine. First the slow, then the virus, and then start hammering away. Some drilling action, going hard and deep. And where's my armor? Yeah. That one works much better than version 1.0. I think... okay, and the second use looks like it restores about as much armor as the one use from version 1.0. That's good to know, I guess.
Unfortunately, I don't think you can use it a third time, but we'll be getting Armor All 3 pretty soon.
And that's good.
Progress.
Yes. Progress shall doom us all. Oh. Or not.
Depending on who you ask.
Anarcho nature activists. Okay, one more hit and it should be down. Which finished it off with a blast. Hooray! Now we are at the Nihilist. They deny values so vehemently they do not have a welcome message. Statement of purpose. While acknowledging the completely contrary nature of sponsoring a board dedicated to nihilism, the nihilists believe it will help achieve the results we most desire. In short, we desire complete and utter change. Change to the truth. What is the truth, you may ask? This is a question beyond answering because of the trappings of the society in which the question is asked. Is the truth presented in PAX news reports? Is money that is nothing more than a manipulable set of numbers in a bank computer the truth? Is the truth found in the corporate databases? Of course not. PAX News is an assortment of pablum. Why don't you look up what pablum means?
Yes, sir. Come on. Alright, here we go. Pablum. P-A-B-L-U-M. I'm guessing it doesn't have anything to do with Pablo Picasso.
Probably not.
Trite, naive, or simplistic ideas or writings. Intellectual pap.
And now I learned a new word. Hooray!
Yay!
Assortment of pablum presented to the palatable to the PAX masters as possible. To be as palatable, yeah. all the informing it does is inform those working for banks that they have done their job of misleading the world. Bank balances can be manipulated easily, and corporate bases lie to low-level users while giving away their true purposes to those who have higher access. So, corporate databases are essentially secret societies. That's good to know. What is our purpose then? It is to combat the misrepresentation of the world. How will we do that? We offer wares that will put a lie to those truths. Live and learn, then destroy. Oh. Let's get the software first. Ooh. A new and better virus. Acid is also a virus, I believe.
It is, yeah. Although I think not as good as Python. At least probably not as good as Python 5.0.
No, of course. So let's get as many Pythons as we can. I've got bigger and better Pythons to show to the ladies now.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, philosophical diatribe. What is nihilism? Nihilism is the belief that society is so bad it must be destroyed for its own sake. I'm not so sure about that, but let's humor the guy for now. It differentiates itself from other philosophies concerning the evil of society because other philosophies wish to make changes to advance their own position. Examine, for example, the simple idea of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. As old as mankind it is. Okay. This philosophy has an endpoint, namely a society where one will not transgress against another. In pushing the basic idea of lex talionis. Okay, why don't you look that up as well?
Yeah, I was wondering what lex talionis is. We're learning so much from this database.
Yeah, of course I know the eye for an eye from Hammurabi's law, but I haven't heard lex talionis before.
Yeah, so the Latin phrase lex talionis refers to the law of Talion, which in turn appears to come from what is the law of Talion? It appears to originate from, wow, there's like a whole, okay, there's a whole history of it in Wikipedia. It appears to begin in Judaism. What is, from the Latin talio. Okay, so what is the Latin word talio? Do you know?
No, that one I haven't heard before, but doesn't it sum up the principles of lex talionis somewhere in there?
Well, if you look up lex talionis in Wikipedia, it actually redirects you to eye for an eye.
Okay.
And then it takes you on this whole long article, and doesn't appear to sum it up in a way that's conveniently summarizable. But let's just go ahead and say that it is indeed Latin for the law of Talio, which apparently means basically retribution for wrongdoing.
Okay. Let's continue with the game then. We will one day come to a utopia of sharing and brotherhood. Nihilists reject this as the fallacy of moral truth. One group of society imposes its view on the rest or eliminates detractors because it is the right and true thing to do. This is obviously hokum because the idea originates and is put into action by humans. Humans, a flawed vessel at best, bend things to their own ends, thereby perverting the truth even as they seek to expand its acceptable borders. Nihilists accept that truth cannot be known and that all truths advanced by mankind have been or will be warped toward evil ends. Because of this, we urge and facilitate the utter and complete destruction of society as we know it. Society, because of the goals it imposes upon us, steers all toward one view of virtue and perfection. In reality, the only virtue is the total lack of desire, and the only perfection comes with nothingness. In the absence of existence, we have everything.
I think the inverse is also true. Lex talionis is not merely if somebody offends you or harms you, then you should harm them back, but it's also for good things. If somebody does something good to you, then you should also return in like manner. So it's really, do unto others as they do unto you.
No, okay. I was thinking about the last part here in the Nihilist Manifesto about the lack of desire and perfection from nothingness. It sounds a bit... I think there's some Asian philosophy, maybe not Buddhism, maybe Taoism or something like that. But we are out of time, so next video, another database.
Whee!